and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
On the jump.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A design run for their wideout. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Ready up.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Play action now. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And they'll send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taking it about the 16. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Thomas. 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11 empty, Tate. 11 stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. They run the option here on 1st and 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton throwing the out route and complete. It's Herrera. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back. And
it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He completes it to Boyd. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Steps away to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton now to pass. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, set!
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And now to the air, Dalton.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
19 right. 19. Hey, check that, street.
Dalton letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
11 mighty. 12. 11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dalton. And it's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Bengals nothing. Cade York to kick off.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action here with Dalton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Passing, it's Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bengals drive about to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
12. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
12.
And Burrow going to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown!
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Here we go. 12.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go, here we go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! T. Higgins, 57 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. Forward to 70, front row 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Dalton. That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharpe, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
11
mighty.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
12. 11. 11.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, 12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 wide.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He'll keep it himself.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Channing Tindall now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Burrow from his own end zone.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 12, 12, 12.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Dalton sets up play action.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
The York on now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
12.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Dalton off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Bengals grab it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
On one, ready?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
11 Mighty. 11 Thomas. 11. The hunt.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 20.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The partner, that'll do it. These week